Today we will configure EtherChannel Link Aggregation Control Protocol, LACP. So what does it mean? LACP groups the ports with the same speed, native VLAN range, and trunking states type. After grouping the links into an EtherChannel, LACP adds the group into spanning tree as a single switch port. Or in another way, it's a method that controls several physical ports together, and it forms a single logical channel. So the Link Aggregation Control Protocol, LACP, uses three methods or four modes, which is active and passive. So the most common is the active and a passive. So in this case, we will configure each and every switch is connected by three interfaces. So as you can see here, we will create channel group 1, and we will make the LACP mode as an active, as well as this channel group 1 will be active. So let us configure one by one. Let's come to this switch, enable config. Let's change the host name into SW3 and say interface range F0/1 to 3. We will create the channel group. The channel group will be 1, and the mode, as I told you, the LACP uses an active and a passive. So we will make it active. We will exit it, and we will go to the interface that we have created, port channel 1, and configure it to switch port mode and say exit to right. So, and let's verify it. Show, it was show yes, EtherChannel. Yes, that was the command, which says that we have created 3 ports and the protocol is LACP. Let's get the query if we have more details. Yes, port channel 1, port, yes. So this is the command to verify it, that we have configured the protocol. So let us go and configure the rest of the switches. We have switch 1 here, CLI, enable, say interface range F0/1 to 3. The channel group will be 1. Oh, sorry. Mode will be active. Say exit. We will go to the interface that we have created, port channel 1, and the port switch mode will be trunk. Say exit. It will be up now. Show EtherChannel port. So we have 3 interfaces, and the states is active, and the protocol is LACP. So now let's configure the rest because it's connected with this part. Say enable interface range F0 4 to 6. Channel group will be 2 and the mode will be active as well from this side. So exit interface port 2 switch port mode track and show EtherChannel port. We have created 2 ports as you can see. We have port 1. The protocol is LACP and the tree interface is inactive. We have created the second port channel 2, but it's still the LACP. If we configure the other side, we can see the interfaces. So let's come to the multi-switch layer, CLI, say no, enable config T interface range F0/1 to 3, say channel group 2. The mode will be passive here. Say exit. Let us configure the other ports as well. Interface range F0 from 4 to 6. Channel group, this was 3. Channel group 3, the mode will be active. Let's configure the ports as a switch port mode trunk. Port 2 mode trunk. Let's configure the other port, which was switch port mode trunk. Let's verify. Show EtherChannel port. We have port 2, which is inactive, and the rest is still we did not configure from this side. Let's come to this side. Enable config T interface range F0 1 to 3, channel group 3. The mode will be passive. Let's configure the port channel 3 as a switch mode track. Say interface range F0 4 to 6, which is this side. This side will be channel group 4 and the mode will be active. Say exit interface port 4, port channel 4, switch port mode trunk. Say exit to and show inter-channel port. Verify it. Let's come this side and configure enable config T interface range F0 1 to 3 channel group or mode passive interface port channel 4 switch port mode trunk. So this is how to configure. Let's verify each and every one again. So we have configured this one. This has only one side. This switch has two interfaces. So this side is an active. So there's a question here, which is we can configure active and active, and we can create a single logical channel. But why we cannot configure it for passive? Because it won't work. Active and active, it will work. Passive and passive won't work. So we have an issue here. Let's verify it. Show run. Say show interface trunk. Show inter-channel port. We can configure them passive and an active, as you can see. But we cannot configure passive and passive. It won't work, or it won't form a single virtual link. So that's how to configure the Link Aggregation Control Protocol.